Your boy King Say So, and I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you always watch for video.
On the voice, that mean Dede, he the threat.
Dede a threat. Ain't got no patience. Wherever he catch you, that's where he gon' shoot it.
How? You just call Dede a rapper, you'll kill him.
In a shocking turn of events, the biggest drill rapper
Why
in
would
the
they
world,
say that,
Little
bro?
Durk, was recently arrested by the feds and charged with murder for hire. At least 5 of his associates were also arrested in connection with the murder. One of them in particular has a story so crazy that it'll leave your jaw dropped. In today's video, we'll be telling the story of OTF Dede.
I ain't gonna lie, that type of rap, bro, we gotta leave alone, bro. Like, yes, it's not like too many artists that we have seen them actually get convicted of their lyrics, but this get pulled into the station, go to the investigation. Nobody want to go through all that. Nobody wants to go through all that, bro. That is a lot of money. Sometimes they'll do that just to break you. Like, we probably know for a fact we can't convict them of them because we can't 100% prove it. But let's put them in to jail, have him go through a year of court, 2 years of court, break his whole bank account, and then by the time he's done, he ain't even gonna want to rap no more. Sometimes that be they plan, so be careful, bro.
OTF Dede, also known as D-Ski, real name DeAndre Wilson, is a gang member from Chicago, Illinois. He was a member of a hood called Tay-Town. Tay-Town was cool with Lamron, 600, O-Block, and THF 46. Tay-Town beefs with Shields, STL, EBT, MOB, Jarl City, and 051 Young Money. Little Durk and Dede are cousins. He's been around Durk since day one, way before the money and fame. When Dede started rapping, Durk signed him to his OTF label, but he was always a gangster that just did rap on the side. Dede had a notorious reputation in the streets. Durk would frequently shout him out in songs and refer to him as the nickname The Threat. He was allegedly one of Tay-Town's top shooters. With a reputation like that, it's no surprise that Dede would find himself linked to multiple murders. As I mentioned earlier, one of Tay-Town's biggest enemies is a gang called Shields. On November 3rd, 2012, a member of Shields named Travis Henry was sitting in a car with a friend on the 5600 block of South Shields Avenue when a blue van pulled up beside them. A gunman hopped out of the van and opened fire, shooting into Travis's vehicle repeatedly.
Sitting in the car, I mean, sometimes you might not have nowhere to go, but hey, if y'all truly don't have nowhere to go, and you know it's you and your bro, this might sound weird, but if y'all know y'all finna be together, linked up for some hours, go get a room. I know it sounds weird. But that is much better than y'all sitting on the block, sitting on the street inside of a car. You can't go nowhere. Once somebody come, you get like your mind says, "Oh, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna ram their car." You're not doing none of that. You're not doing none of that. You're gonna be stuck. You can't go nowhere because your first mindset is to duck and hide, protect yourself, shield yourself. Inside of a car, you can't go nowhere. And these cars, especially nowadays, they're not. Back then, you probably had a chance, like behind the door, the thing, it might not go through the door. Back then, them old school cars, but these, no, they're going right through, bro.
Shooter then hopped back into the van and fled the scene. Travis's friend was able to flee unscathed, but sadly, Travis was shot multiple times and pronounced dead on the scene at just 19 years old. Dede would get arrested and officially charged with this murder about 2 years later, on November 5th, 2014. 3 different witnesses identified him to police as the shooter. He was hit with 1 count of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. Witness testimony can often be shaky, and in a place like Chicago, witnesses often recant statements for their own safety. Prosecutors didn't have strong evidence in his case, so after 5 years, Dede was granted a $90,000 bond in 2019, so his associates bonded him out. Following his release from jail and while on bond for murder, Dede's ops would capture him and do something truly sickening to him.
What?
The next part of the story is truly disgusting.
Whoa.
As Dede was enjoying life out of jail, he would get set up. He was lured somewhere by his ops and they held him up at gunpoint. Dede's ops then proceeded to rob him and cut off his dreads. In truly demonic fashion, realizing that they had him at their mercy, they would make him do a disgusting act on camera. While holding guns in his face, Dede's ops forced him to eat out a woman on her period while she was bleeding profusely.
It looked like it's something on his finger.
To make things worse, they recorded everything and posted the video online for the whole world to see.
That's why if he turned to a demon after this is why. This is what. Hey, I'm sorry to whoever he might have got after this point, but blame them. Blame him because he probably was on some savage stuff already. He probably was already doing whatever he was doing. But that's foul. Like, why would y'all even do that, bro? Like, for the girl too, like, you disgusting too. Like, for you to even allow it, for you to like, yeah, like, I'm with this. Like, we should do that. That is disgusting, bro. Ugh. That just made my stomach hurt. Ugh, bro.
Look out. Got caught. Got a bitch tripping.
Somehow, no arrests were ever made for this incident. There's rumors online that multiple people involved in this situation were killed afterward. However, I've not found any concrete evidence of this anywhere.
Yeah, you didn't find no evidence on that.
Something like this would change.
Them boys in the river somewhere.
A few years later, good fortune would come for Dede as his murder charges were officially dropped. He would soon be linked to another murder that brought down one of the biggest rappers in the world.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots and watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
As I'm sure most of you know, famous Chicago rapper and close friend of Lil Durk, King Von, was shot and killed in November of 2020 during a violent confrontation with Georgia rapper Quando Rondo and his associates. Losing King Von was devastating for his associates, so they were eager to avenge him. This would lead to them coming after Quando Rondo. According to the federal indictment, Lil Durk and his associates learned on August 18, 2022 that Quando Rondo was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. After learning this, DJ allegedly recruited 2 other Chicago gang members and had one of them buy plane tickets from Chicago to San Diego using an OTF credit card. They then drove to Los Angeles and met up with other Chicago gang members to carry out their mission to kill Quando Rondo. On August 19, 2022, they were able to find him.
Why would y'all use your own credit card, bro? No, I mean, I don't know. It's probably no other way to do everything that they did, supposedly, but this is dumb.
And track him down to a gas station. Once he was parked at the station, they ambushed him. 3 of them hopped out and fired dozens of shots into Quando's car. Somehow, Quando didn't get hit by a single shot, but his cousin, named Lil Pab, who was standing outside of the car, was shot and killed, officially passing away at just 24 years old. Even though they didn't get Quando, Lil Durk and his affiliates would celebrate and self-snitch on themselves in songs. They would seemingly get away with it for a while, but after 2 years, it would turn out that all of them, especially Dede, left a huge trail of evidence leading the feds right to their doorsteps. This murder would officially lead to the end of OTF and Lil Durk.
And rapper Little Durk has been arrested and charged with a murder for hire plot. The Chicago native, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida by the U.S. Marshals Service. The 32-year-old's arrest comes as 5 other people in Chicago were arrested in connection with the investigation. According to the complaint, Banks and his co-conspirators allegedly worked together to, quote, track, stalk, and attempt to murder a target at a Los Angeles gas station, firing at least 18 rounds into.
The only thing about it, they still gonna have to prove that he told them to go do it. That's the only thing. Yes, this is his group, his camp, whatever. But I've been saying for a while, when it comes to you having a group, mind you, the Rico thing was created for the mafias and stuff like that. But they use it against these crews and these gangs or whatever because they have nothing else. In order for them to take the big dog down, they need to take the little dogs down. And since they make the Rico thing, they do all of it together. That's probably what they was going to try to do. But since this situation happened, they're like, oh, this give us something right here. Especially when it's for at least a year or two, you got all these people saying "Dirty the slide, dirty the slide, dirty the slide," and then they got a song or it's statements. Oh, you can't say that no more. Dirk did that. Dirk slid or whatever. Like crazy, bro. It's crazy. Not saying he's getting hit with a Rico, but I'm just saying like that's what they. I thought that they was going to try to use in the beginning. But even for this though, they still gotta prove that he's like they gotta have text messages of him or they say it's supposed to, but I guess it's supposed to be a snitch in the camp. So therefore, if he got wires recording of him saying things, and they can actually prove that all right, like this is his voice. I mean, this is him saying it. Cause, hey, the voice can be fake. Hey, it's people who know how to fake voices. So you never know, bro. If you got a good enough lawyer, it was a person there. Their favorite thing to do was do impersonations. I'm not saying like, hey, you never know, bro. I'm just saying, like, if you got a good enough lawyer, they can get you off almost anything. So therefore, they got to prove this though.
The person's vehicle, striking and killing a passenger in the car. Banks made his first court appearance this afternoon in Miami. Banks' lawyer asked for privacy after leaving court, telling ABC, quote, "We will not be commenting at this time."
On October 2024, federal prosecutors announced the arrest of 5 OTF members, including Dede, for the murder of Lil Pab. Later that same night, Lil Durk was arrested and charged with murder for hire. The federal indictment alleged that Dede paid the killers of Lil Pab on behalf of Lil Durk. Dede is officially charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, solicitation of murder, accessory to murder, and money laundering. Both him, Lil Durk, and their other affiliates that were charged are facing life in prison. Wow, I never thought that Lil Durk would ever get caught. It's crazy that they use OTF credit cards to purchase all of the things used in the murder.
That was dumb.
Let me know what you guys think about the situation in the comments.
Yeah, that was very, very dumb. They said that supposedly they used the credit card to go get ski mask and all type of stuff. But that was very, very, very much dumb. But still, they still have to prove that Dirk told Dede to do this. They gonna have to prove that. Just because he's doing it on his behalf, you still gotta prove that. Now, if they turn the thing into a Rico, then that's how they're doing it because they can't prove that he 100% did it. But because this is your crew, they're doing this on behalf of you and your crew because your homie passed. Yeah, that's how they might try to milk this whole thing at the end. But again, we gotta see.